Johnny Got the Runs. Yes, it's a funny title. Uh, this was made by Johnnyg63, who is also the developer of the mobile ports of the OLC Pixel game engine. I haven't had too much experience with those yet, but he introduced it through a very nice presentation he gave a couple weeks ago, and it looks great. I'm looking forward to experimenting it more towards the end of the year. So, this is his entry. Hi team, this is Johnny and he's got the runs. You need to get Johnny to the John before he has a massive dose of colon blow. For this jam, I wanted to create a template project using only all the great and wonderful OLCPG tools and extensions. This project will run in time on Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. It has an interface where you can create all your levels using Tiled Map Editor. Unfortunately, I ran out of time. I assume that meant to be time, and the project was not finished. However, I will finish over the coming weeks. I lost too much time getting scripted up and running, and importing from Tiled Map Viewer to PG was a lot more complex. Yeah, it definitely can be if you're not familiar with it. Which is why I'm trying to get some kind of PegX going for that. I think that would be very helpful, since Tiled is used a lot, and I think it would be nice to have something that can just say, oh, render my map in PGE. That would be like a very simple thing to add for like getting things going. I'm coming up with like a simple pipeline for that. Keys for this will be up, down, left, right, space to jump, but collision is broken. So let's see. He's using the default mscripting kernel, so it's got this funny mscripting web page thing, but we can full screen it, thankfully, so we will. It definitely looks like PG. You can usually tell by the... Well, I can tell by the GUI and the fonts. Unfortunately, one thing this does do is hide the mouse cursor by default, so I have to unhide the mouse cursor. It's a box you can tick in the default kernel. It has controls for volume and sound effects, but nothing's playing. So I'm not sure what I'm Oh, I clicked credits and got a black screen. I guess that part's not done, is it? We'll try again. Okay. I'll leave this be and we'll see where we're at. I hit start. Hello there, Trollwoods. Welcome. So I'm guessing that's Johnny. Arrow keys to move. Now that's interesting. Every time you press left or right, it seems his position jumps a little... Oh. Am I climbing air? I suppose I'm climbing air. When Johnny mentioned it was buggy, it's definitely buggy. Hello there, CodeJam. I would argue I don't even see any collision, minus the floor. Well, let's walk for a little bit, since Johnny's got the runs. We'll just pretend there's collision, guys. Just pretend. It's convincing enough, right? Yeah. Oh, dang, there's a boundary collision. You can also move down faster. Dang, look, that's fancy. Alright, well, as Johnny said, he probably spent a lot more time on getting this ported from Tiled to here, so that was his first experience with it. I did offer a little bit of help with that, and I believe Bixie also provided a lot of tips for that as well. But that's probably what he had to spend most of his time doing, as he said, and getting them script importation set up, which he did get successfully, so that's good as well. Yeah, he explains it all down below, and yes, I assume when he does have more time, he will get to it and work on it more. So yes, the concept is interesting, it's just it needs to actually be done. So, hopefully he can get more done in the future. Yes. But the concept's there, so yeah. I see your level and I raise you an unknown rating. Was curious what level of not fished was gonna be. Not finished yet, but we'll get to completing over the coming weeks, of course. Thanks for submitting, Johnny, at the very least.